Hi, my name is Emma Bacus, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about Title IX, Sex Discrimination. This is for Module 2, Activity 2, Laws and Policies that Affect Teaching. All right, so what is Title IX? According to the United States Department of Education, Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972 prohibits discrimination based on sex in education programs and activities that receive federal financial assistance. So what does Title IX cover? Title IX covers sex-based harassment, sexual violence, pregnancy discrimination, discrimination in science, technology, engineering, and math courses, otherwise known as STEM, discriminatory application of dress code, and lack of equal athletic opportunities. What is the history of Title IX? So Title IX's origins lie in the 1965 Presidential Executive Order 11246, prohibiting federal contractors from discrimination in employment on the basis of race, color, religion, or national origin. Now, Title IX wasn't enacted until 1972. After it was enacted, there were a couple cases that came out. In 1977, Alexander versus Yale was a case that banned sexual discrimination in education by institutions that receive federal funding. Another one is going to be the Grove City College versus Bell in 1984. The court held that when students receive federally funded grants, Title IX requirements only apply to the specific program or activity that was benefited by grants. So this one is kind of tied in to Alexander versus Yale based on federal funding. Some of the weaknesses of Title IX are that the proportionality requirement. So some universities have cut low revenue generating men's athletic teams in order to meet that proportionality requirement rather than spending more money to fund new women's programs to meet the proportionality requirements. Another way that they try to meet the proportionality requirement is by filling up female teams that the women have shown little interest in versus creating new women's teams that they actually have interest in. So this is just ways to cut costs, but still meet the requirements needed. Some of the strengths of Title IX are increasing the opportunities for female athletes. So as we can see from this graphic, that before Title IX, about 1 in 27 girls played sports, versus today, it is about 2 in 5 girls that play sports. This can also be directly applied to female students, not just students who are athletes. This can be seen in programs such as STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. There's been an increased participation of female students in those areas. How does it affect teaching? Title IX doesn't only protect students from sexual discrimination, it also protects the teachers. So this means that it ensures that all students and employees in educational settings are treated equally. How does it affect the learning? Female students are given the same opportunities to learn in programs such as STEM. If students are subject to discrimination, they are protected by Title IX. That is seen in those cases, Alexander versus Yale and the Grove City College versus Bell. The students enacted Title IX. There is also protection for LGBTQ students. This extends the protection to sexual orientation and gender identity. This was just recently put into place by the Biden administration and will be going into effect August 1st of this year. How does this affect the schools? So this law holds schools accountable and ensures that schools provide equal opportunities for all students in classes, sports, as well as afternoon activities, after-school activities. It also protects students and employees from sex-based discrimination. And it's because schools should be a safe place for everyone there. The students, teachers, and staff, no matter their sexual orientation, sexual identity, gender identity, everybody should be protected there because it is a safe space. These are my sources.